Welcome everyone to another Saturday night. You're watching another
Wepa
show. All right, guys, do not adjust your sets. You're not seeing things. Al cannot make it, so grab hold of your drinks and enjoy the ride. As Bobo effing Mac is joining us. What's happening, Bobo?
What's going on? I am, like in sitcoms when they replace a family member. I'm now Al Mega for seasons 6 through 9, and then Al Mega will come back in season 10.
And we're like, what happened? And you say, oh, I'm wearing a different microphone. That was the only difference.
See, there you go. Welcome, welcome, everyone. How are you, Dodgy?
I'm good. I love your tagline. I'm good. You know what? This is going to be a lot of fun. Haven't had a lot of opportunities to be on a full show with you, Bobo. So it'll be great. It'll be lots of fun.
It'll be interesting for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And guys, just leave comments below. Ask questions because I've got the Toy Guru here long before we're going to be jumping into the toy segment of the show. So throw any questions your way or Bobo's way, and we'll go from there. But no, I've been good, bro. And how about yourself? You doing well?
I am doing well. I'm in the middle of my final for a class this term. I get a week off after this, and then I go right back into my next class. So I'm excited to be done for a week, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And just have that bit of that, Bobo family time. It's good.
No, I could go back to focusing on reviews because macroeconomics has been kicking my butt.
Oh, really? So any good pickups that you got this week? Like what's new in the world of Bobo in terms of toys?
Well, there's been a couple of things going on. My McFarlane order that I placed in May finally shipped long after everybody already got all the stuff they wanted. So my munitions packs came in, my man bat came in, my Killer Croc came in. Nice. The Atrocitus Build-A-Figure wave came in.
Woo!
And the signed Spawn Universe #1. That was since I spent X amount of money. Also came in. My Hot Toys order shipped. My first Hot Toy set is coming. Should be here Tuesday. I'm really excited about that. I feel like a scumbag for spending so much money on it, but I'm excited. It's my first Hot Toy, so I will see how it ends up playing out.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've never jumped that bandwagon before.
So we'll find out if. We'll find out if I, Hot Toys.
Exactly, and then suddenly you'll be living in a tent.
Exactly. And then my pre-mutation pack shipped on Friday from NECA.
Ooh, nice.
So that's coming Wednesday, and then Thursday I'm gonna just do nothing.
So everything that you mentioned, is that going to be shown on Christ in the Toyverse eventually?
I think some of it will. I know the Hot Toys will. If I have enough time this week, I will just do a photo gallery of the Atrocitus wave and all that stuff. And then the pre-mutation back, I'll definitely do a review / photo gallery of. So that's the game plan. I have a couple things from Diamond that I got to get out, so that will be in there too. I got a busy week, even though it's my week off, but it'll be fun.
No rest for the wicked, they say. And check out all Bobo stuff just right here in the comment section. Do check it out because the photos are amazing. Bobo's a very talented photographer when it comes to toys, and it's kind of amazing that you're a toy reviewer as well as doing the toy photos. Usually they're two separate entities, but you meld them well, very, very well, Bobo.
Well, thank you, sir. I try to get the most out of what I'm buying. So that I think that's before they go on a shelf, and they're never touched again unless they fall over. What about you? What's been going on? Any cool pickups or anything?
Nothing yet. I mean, I'm still I haven't bought any books for a while, and I finally just got my comic books being shipped out. They should be coming next week. Whoa. Well, okay, Joe, there's still a lot of Wepa here. We're in the spirit of Al. Of course, we love him, and he just can't make it today. he has problem with his internet. He's in Pennsylvania, so
I ate him. He's not coming back ever again.
Yes.
It's already digesting.
Oh,
Ookie,
God.
ookie, ho, ho, ho,
ho. Moving on to the show's contents. So episode 80.
80.
Yeah.
I know. 80. It's like 80 years of Marvel.
Yeah, 80 straight weeks. And look, I just wanted to jump into the show, paying a major respect to Tom Palmer, who passed away just the other day, 81 years of age. A titan of the industry. It's not a name that you hear synonymously because of the fact that he was an inker, but just as important nonetheless. He did inking for artists such as Gene Colan, John Buscema, and the list goes on. Even Walt Simonson here in Star Wars, and I think Star Wars is where he really got his niche. He's respected a lot in the Star Wars community in terms of the comic books. Here he's inking Walt Simonson's work.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some of him, Gene Colan art that he inked. But
oh wow,
yeah, so heavy hitter in the industry. But this is where I was like truly shocked at his cover work, though. And Inca drawing covers. I mean, look at this cover work.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Exactly, that's Tom Palmer right there. So again, he did a lot for the industry. Been an absolute legend at inking. It's a sad day when we lose one of our titans of the industry, but that bullpen bulletin in heaven is getting
filling up with great people.
Yeah, we had a lot more new recruits. It's going to be amazing what they do up there. But just sad to see another titan industry. And look at this cover as well. Like, I'm just astonished.
I was covers like that.
Yeah, he's an inker and he can actually draw covers like this. Like, just blows my mind.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, so definitely a sad day. Okay, so we're moving into show viewing now, and I know you haven't seen it yet, Bobo, but I don't want to spoil it for the fans out there. But did anyone watch She-Hulk?
She-Hulk, Attorney at Law.
Look, I actually thoroughly enjoyed this more than I anticipated. I just wasn't sure what I'd be expecting, but no, it was an amazing show, and I think. Are you up to date with the Marvel movies, Bobo?
With the movies, I am not so much with all the TV shows, but I do want to see She-Hulk. I've always been a fan of the She-Hulk. I remember as a kid, my mom had a lot of She-Hulk comics. So
really,
yeah.
Man, wow, she's so cool.
I know, right? She would buy comic books at like flea markets, antique stores, and stuff. So she had them, and it looks like we got a comment in here from Joe.
Yeah, Joe. I agree. It was a good first episode. I wouldn't say it was like fantastic, but there was foundations to be built. And one thing, Bobo, that a lot of people may not be familiar with, but she is very much breaking the fourth wall long before Deadpool.
Yeah, she's like up there with like what's his face, Ambush Bug from DC. Like they were breaking those fourth walls way back in the day.
Was it Murphy Brown, something like that as well? I don't know. Maybe I'm showing my age a bit, but
I don't remember. I remember seeing Murphy Brown a lot as a kid because my grandmother would have it playing on at night. But it'd be interesting to go rewatch that, but.
Yeah, because I had a feeling that she was talking to the fourth wall as well. Like shit would be going on in her life, and she'd just turn to the audience and just throw a comment out there. And that's what happened.
Did it help in this show what you saw from the first episode?
Yeah, it did, because I was like, it wasn't like in your face like Deadpool. Like Deadpool, he'd be talking to the audience from the very beginning of the film, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas things would be said to her, and then suddenly she would just turn and like talk to the audience, and then turn back.
Oh, nice.
And then, it was nice that it wasn't in your face. It was thrown in there, and maybe that's the thing. A lot of fans may not be familiar with. And I mean, there is there is action in here, especially between She-Hulk and her cousin.
Did the CGI get better in the final production?
Well, it's a bit hard, even for have you seen Prey?
Yeah, Prey was amazing.
Prey was amazing, but there was one thing that really bugs me, and I think maybe this is the nitpicking in myself, is that when I saw the scene with the bear, and I just didn't feel the bear was as real. Like, it wasn't, you could tell it wasn't a real bear.
Right.
It was like, damn, there were just some things that just weren't real. Like, I kind of wish they had a real bear, just to throw a real bear in like maybe in front of a green screen or something. I don't know how the guys could actually do that, but or they could just look at the background. Yeah, but you know what I mean. And that's the thing. I saw that, then I saw this, and I'm thinking similar, but it wasn't terrible.
Okay.
It wasn't terrible. It was just like, I guess, average or better than average in terms of CGI. And I don't know, maybe that's just me, but when she's by herself, it looks good. When she's in different environments, it's kind of like, not sure. Not sure.
Gotcha.
When she was with Hulk and they were fighting, it looked great.
Oh, cool.
But then when you see Hulk with Jen when she's in her normal mode, you think giving her bigger feet. Yeah, that's true. Feet do look kind of small.
Yeah, it looks like Joe says the CGI was definitely better than the trailer.
Yeah, Joe. I agree. No, you're right. And like you see here, when they're side by side, they look great. It's just that when I see her or even Hulk in the different environment, again, this could just be the nitpicker in myself.
No, that's understandable. I mean, CGI brings upon a lot of different emotions for different people when they see it in form, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, definitely. But look, it was definitely a fun show. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Like, that's the thing with the Marvel TV series, that sometimes they just shock me to a degree where it's like, it's better than I expected, and I really enjoyed it. Enjoyed Shang-Chi hell of a lot. I enjoyed Ms. Marvel hell of a lot.
Do you think it's because they have longer to flesh out these characters as opposed to being constrained into like a 2-hour movie?
100%. And that's the thing. Like, and the thing I like about it is that even her origin story was very brief, but it nailed it. It absolutely nailed it.
Well, cool.
And, yeah, it definitely nailed it. It didn't stretch. It wasn't like we watched, like, for example, we watched King Kong. We don't see King Kong until an hour after the movie started. Or even Godzilla. So we don't have anything like that. Like, it's pretty much from the get go. And I thought, like, huh? Oh, okay. Well, I'm all in. I'm all in. But definitely check it out. It's lots of fun.
I definitely will. I'll report back to you on that.
Good man. All right. I'm going to show you guys a taste of Australiana. And I just want to ask a massive question out there. Do Americans fart?
I fart multiple times in a day, in an hour. Not every hour on the hour, but
okay. Yeah, look, the only reason I'm asking, because there's a TV series which is from Australia, but it's also available in the US, called Bluey. I'm not sure if you've heard of it.
I can honestly tell you I have never heard of this show.
Yeah, I guess the fact is that you don't have kids, maybe.
That I know of. Does American that's an interesting question.
Yeah. Are there any lumberjacks watching today that could help us answer that question?
Oh, what you know about that, you hoser, eh?
Is that a fart, or is that a bear in the woods?
Not a CGI bear, though.
Yeah. Look, and the reason why this episode of Bluey was so controversial, I'll get to in a moment, that their father, I think he had an upset tummy, and his gluteus maximus couldn't stop talking in this episode. And I think that outraged the American public, and it actually got banned in the US.
Whoa. Time. So you're telling me an Australian TV show that has a character fart got banned in the US but not in Australia?
Yeah, that's right.
Meanwhile, while I have a show where a group of men and a group of women compete to try to win over a bachelor, I have F-Boy Island as one of the shows on streaming. But a fart from a cartoon animated character got banned. What's up with that?
Yeah, what is up with that?
Oh God, that's awesome.
It looks like he's blowing a sandstorm right here. This is why I wish Al was on this show. I just he would have a field day with this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, first they banned the books, then they banned the farts. That's where we're going in this world. That's the crazy logic of American culture at times.
So the people behind the ban, are they going to be asked like, do you fart? And be like, no, I've been holding it in for 15 years.
So was it because it was a kid show and I guess flatulent?
I guess it is a kid show, and but it is mighty popular in the States. It's just with parents. I guess if you don't have kids, it's like something that you wouldn't watch, but because if you had kids, you'd be kind of obliged to watch.
To the parents who were offended by this, I doubt you're watching this show, but if you are by chance, maybe do a little cocaine. I'm not an advocate for drugs, but I feel like you need something a little more exciting in your lives.
Yeah, and I mean seriously, and that's the thing. Farts are funny, you know. The parents could watch this episode and be like, you know what, I'm liking this.
This is horrible. What has the world turned to?
Exactly. Anyways, it was a fun topic, and I really wish that Al was here. Like, yeah, so yeah, definitely. I don't believe it should be banned. I think that people should, take it as it comes, because kids, you know, like I know when I was a kid, when I saw my dad fart, I'd be laughing my head off.
Any normal person would. I don't know. This is going to lead me down a dark road. I'm going to be nice and just say it is what it is.
Exactly. Definitely, it is what it is, and let's just not hate farts, because
yes, I agree, Joe. Al would have farted on command. It would have been great.
Would it be a fart or a shot? Let's leave that question for another day. Hey, what's happening, Blind Adam? Check out his show, Awesome Source Radio. I think that you have something really, really special coming up, don't you, Blind Adam?
Ooh, could be exciting.
Yeah. And Joe says, yo, Adam as well.
Fantastic. What else you got for us?
Yes. All right, going to be moving on. But yeah, definitely, Blind Adam, when you do, just let the fans know what is coming on Awesome Source Radio, exclusively on Awesome Source Radio.
Yeah. Dig it.
Yes, he did. He had Kevin Eastman on, so definitely another reason why to watch Awesome Source Radio.
I guarantee you, Awesome Sauce had one of the most unique Kevin Eastman interviews out there. I know because I watched it.
Nice. All right, going to be moving on to New Comic Book Day. This is where we just showcase everything coming out in the world of comics from your local comic book store. Do yourself a favor and check it out, because they need feet indoors, and definitely support your local comic book store. And we're going to be starting off with Action Comics number 1046. It's a really
1046. Nice. Where has the time went?
I know. I remember picking up number 1000 a few years ago now. That was like 4 years ago. That's insane.
That's crazy. That still cover was really cool, by the way.
This cover looks amazing. Doesn't he remind you of Cody Rhodes? I seriously
right there?
Cody
Rhodes. He has Cody Rhodes Superman.
Well, I mean, he is doing amazing things for AEW.
He's in WWE now.
Yeah, he's back in WWE, where he really. But AEW is where he's like he lifted his game and became like a top-notch superstar.
Mm.
And there's a variant cover. I think this is Art Germ.
I don't like that cover. That cover makes farts look cool. I am not a fan of it.
Yeah, that's right. They're the same people that say farts aren't cool.
I ate Alan. Awesome sauce. He's gone. He's not coming back. I'm like a giant sarlacc. He's in my pit. He's not going to be released. Ookie, ho, 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 ho.
And then we're moving on to Amazing Spider-Man number 5. That I believe that's meant to be Chameleon. I'm not sure.
Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Blind Adam.
So that should be Chameleon, you said?
I think so.
Okay. Oh, look at him riding on a little hobgoblin. Is that a hobgoblin glider?
I think so.
He's supposed to be coming back soon, isn't he?
Yeah, no, this might be Red Goblin. There's a Red Goblin at the moment.
There's too many goblins.
Exactly. This cover looks amazing.
That is a cool cover. Look at him busting out of his
Patrick Gleason
costume.
right there.
Oh, nice.
Yes, another variant cover.
You know what that cover reminds me of right there?
What's that?
One of those giant coloring book covers. I hate to say, I'm sorry. It looks cool though. Like I mean, if I saw that, I'd buy it.
Just tell that to the artist.
Well, it's not a knock. I'm just being honest.
But this one looks freaking fantastic.
Oh boy, the Predator is in New York City, ready for action. Poor Norman. He had much better days before that night with the Predator.
Yeah, he couldn't stand a chance. And then we've got Avengers Forever with Thor, who's kind of looking a bit more like Thunderstruck. Or Thunderstruck, sorry.
Oh, that's from the 90s, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
That long ponytail and everything.
Yeah. And here we see Spider-Woman fighting Predator.
They're really going all in on this Predator stuff, aren't they?
They are. Like, since Marvel have got the rights, I think because it was part of Fox, and then Fox has been consumed by Disney, so I think that's why this.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think, to bring it to toy stuff for a moment, I don't think Hasbro can make a good Predator. There's too much paint. Yeah. There's too much paint. Yeah. I don't see it.
Okay, so let me ask you, who do you think had made the best Predator action figure?
NECA by far.
NECA?
Yeah. NECA's got that down to the science. Although that other company that was making Predators was doing pretty good too.
Mm-hmm. Not Kenner?
No, not even Kenner. I think NECA. If you're looking for the best Predator figure for your shelf, I think it's NECA, hands down.
Okay. Nice. I remember having the McFarlane one, but that was just so hard to pose.
It was a statue. It was a Staction figure.
Staction figure, yes.
Oh, did you see? Do you know anything about this? Because I haven't heard anything about this.
Ooh. Well, I surely hope so. But see, it won't be Hulu here in Australia. It'll probably be Star for Disney Plus. That's how we got out. We don't have Hulu here.
Oh, I did not know that. It'd be interesting if they go that route, because I would like to see something like that.
Yeah,
with Predator. I would like to see him going to different locations, doing different things.
Well, yeah, true. They didn't have to, and that's the thing I loved about Prey is the fact that his helmet didn't look modern because it was based in the 1700s. That was so good.
No, that was good. Who do we got on the cover here for Judgment Day?
Good question. I actually don't know the answer for that one.
I know one.
You do? Yeah. My apologies. I don't know all the cover artists that we see here, but this is a
I
nice
meant character-wise. I meant character-wise.
Oh, character. That's no, it's not Cersei. Yeah, actually, no idea. I know that's. I thought you were talking about cover artists. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Yeah, actually, this looks like Cersei, but it's not because Cersei has black hair and she has green eyes. Unless her eyes looking closer, no, it's not. Oh no, Cersei had red eyes, green outfit. I don't know. It could be Cersei.
Okay.
I'm envisioning the 90s Cersei when she was in the Avengers, and here we see Icarus, Wolverine, and Iron Man.
Looking good.
Yeah, they're all looked buff.
Jacked, pretty buff.
Exactly. It looks a bit like a He-Man type pose for Icarus right there.
Yeah, it definitely has that kind of vibe to it.
Yeah. Because those He-Man box arts are amazing.
Oh wow, look at all that fun on that cover.
Yeah.
You're looking for a profile cover.
Yeah, it kind of has that Justice League International from Kevin Maguire type of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But no one is looking at the screen, which kind of different in that regard. But yeah, looks pretty cool.
How long has Judgment Day been going on?
I think it's been going on, at least a month or even half a month.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this is a tie-in. The nickname for it is Axe, Avengers, X-Men, Eternals. I just think with the movie being, I wouldn't say it was a bust, but it was kind of like the kind of movie that felt like,
once again, a show that probably would have benefited better being a TV show.
Yeah, I think it was a movie that shouldn't have been, or didn't need to be made. I don't want to say shouldn't be made. I mean, there were some good elements to it. It was a good movie, but I don't know. It's kind of, yeah, you're right. I think it would much better suit being a TV series because that would have been amazing.
Yeah, I think TV series would have been its stronger suit.
Yeah. I believe this is meant to be Jean Grey.
Good old Jean.
Yeah. Scotty Young.
Nice.
Yeah. Oopsie. Says the Celestial. And then we've got Batman Fortress #4. That's a nice cover.
That is a cool cover.
Yeah, I get a little bit excited when I see some nice Batman art. It's
got like a Tom Clancy vibe to it.
Yeah. And this is Bidge, one of the Green Lanterns.
Oh, of course.
The Skrull character. Love it. I was trying to work out who this was. I thought it might have been Captain Carrot because it looks a bit like a rabbit, but no, then I realized Green Lantern, it's Bidge.
Yeah, good one. I haven't thought about Captain Carrot in a hot minute.
Batman, Red Hood, White Knight Presents.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, Sean Phillips art, like, oof. Yeah.
I do like White Knight. That whatchamacallit, McFarlane, when he released those, I really dug that. I went back and read the story, and I really got into White Knight.
Because Sean Phillips is like the artist. He doesn't, I don't know, he's not known for his comic book, or like his, not comic book, his superhero type stories. Mm-hmm. He's mainly doing like the real life, cop criminal, being in the criminal seat. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto. He draws comics like that, like, which is fun because you're in the seat of a bad guy and running away from cops and things like that.
One of my favorite DC books of all time is?
What's that?
Gotham Central.
Really?
I love Gotham. It's like Law and Order to me, or like Homicide, Life on the Street.
Okay.
Like it was nice to get that perspective.
Nice. Yeah, I want to check that out. Gotham Central.
Gotham Central's good.
Definitely. And there's another variant cover of the same book. Love that how Robin's eyes are showing up there. And then we got this one.
It's a nice picture of a leg.
Exactly. With Robin on the tag on the bike.
I don't know if I'd buy that cover, to be honest with you.
I don't think so either. I think the first two are definitely. And then we've got Beware of the Eye of Odin. So this is kind of like Thor, but not the Marvel type. It's actually of the
more mythological aspect.
Yeah, the Nordic mythological. Yeah.
Have you checked out this book at all?
No, I haven't. I've read Norse Mythology by gosh, I cannot remember if it was Neil Gaiman or Grant Morrison. I think it was Neil Gaiman.
Beautiful book.
Seriously, yeah, it's just fun. It's like reading old mythology. I know my mother used to buy books of Greek mythology. It had that feel to it, like really short stories, very to the point. Like you wouldn't read anything that went beyond, like there weren't an ongoing series or anything like that. Like each story was very short and brief, but they they included the same character. And the way that they were put into comic book form, you just had to read one. You didn't really need. You kind of introduced the character very briefly, but the story was the main focal point. So it was just fantastic.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so definitely, if you're looking for something different, if you want to step away from the Marvel mythos, which is not entirely accurate at all. You could read something like this, which is more the Norse mythology, and definitely enjoy it.
Fantastic.
And I think that what the creators are doing is like trying to stay within the realm of the story and not make anything outside of that, which is really pays respect, and also it gives you something very different to what we're used to seeing when we hear Thor being mentioned.
Well, that's good too, because there's a lot of stories and stuff there that you can draw on and expand on that don't necessarily have like the superhero quote unquote aspect to it.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. So, what's that, Jojo? The video game God of War has Norse mythology, great graphics. Oh, cool! And how did you find that? Did you find it anything similar to the Marvel, or like I just a lot of people when they hear Thor, Odin, they just immediately think of the Marvel mythos. But did they have any similarity, or was it just the names? Just let us know, Joe. And then we have Blue Flame number 9.
Blue Flame number 9, and then what's
Book of Shadows. And look, this kind of bugs me a little bit. Okay, I'm a massive Valiant fan, massive, but I have not really received any new creations, any new stories. And look, and it's just disappointing. It's been such a fan, and since Dinesh was the chief, the chief of Valiant. He bought all the characters out of public domain or via auction. He had the rights, but he's foolishly sold them all to another company, which means that he walked away empty-handed. And now that Valiant are just creating rubbish, I gotta say, not rubbish, but we're not getting enough books. Like, don't get me wrong, I really appreciate they got Book of Shadows, but it like rather than having say 3 books a week, we're narrowed down to like maybe 2 to 3 books a month.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so disappointing.
Well, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, that's awesome, Joe. Yeah, so he said that he only watched it with a friend and he'll watch his friend play it. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the superheroes. That's cool because that's the thing. Like, we don't want, if you go to like a Norse museum, everyone's going to go, oh, where can I find the, Thor, Loki, and Odin, and then his Captain America and all that jazz? Like, no, you won't see any of that.
I would, if I had a Norse museum, I would just make all the Vikings look like Stan Lee and just not say a word and just not acknowledge it and just be like, I don't know. Like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, they would just all have like this look to them.
Nice.
With a cigar hanging out and crap, that'd be great.
And his pencil. No, I mean that's awesome, Joe. And yeah, so going back to Valiant, like I'm not hating on it. I'm just annoyed that we're not getting as many books because I was so excited picking up Ninjak every month. You know,
You're just not getting the books that you want from it.
Bloodshot, like they're all like I don't know where they are now. Seriously, yeah. I mean, great covers, so they are producing quality, but it's just the quantity is like what annoys me.
That's a bummer. I'm sorry, Dodgy. Hopefully it gets better. Hopefully.
I hope so. I mean, they've got quality like created there, like Cullen Bunn. He's like the he's a horror writer. You know,
Okay.
pretty amazing writer. So they've got a big name there, and we'll move on now to Symbol of Truth, Captain America.
Truth, Justice, and the Captain America way. Carnage. Exactly. I like that cover. That's a cool cover.
Yeah, isn't that fantastic? I love Carnage.
It's not a bad cover either.
Yeah. That one's like, it's a nice little...
You know what it reminds me of? Is remember those 90s stickers that had like the weird art? I forget the name of the artist. It just... I feel like I would see that Carnage on MTV.
Yeah. I think I know what you mean. Kind of like the Mad Balls.
Yeah, kind of in a way, yeah.
That rat race, whether the rat think.
Yes, yeah, that's who it is. That's what that cover reminds me of.
And then we got Damage Control, and like I think this is kind of interesting because
is this a new team?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
But see, Damage Control were more like the people that would clean up after a superhero incident, like Hulk and Abomination would just tear apart a city, and this team was there to clean up the mess and answer, or find out what happened from the locals and try to bring, I guess, justice.
So a bunch of losers. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but I don't know, but seeing a team like this is kind of like, what, you got superheroes, like, okay, and you've got like your average office John, like there with his coffee cup.
No, I think Joe's right on the head with this. Like, great concept, because usually when you put a team like this together, you can have a lot of different avenues to play around with stuff.
Exactly, and maybe having superheroes as on the team to help, like for example, he's there trying to work out what happened. If you have people who are superheroes themselves, that maybe She-Hulk knows what it's like if Hulk and Abomination tore apart a city. She could kind of like answer him in terms of like, well, what caused this,
Absolutely.
Yeah, the cleaner the wolf. Pretty much, yeah.
Very cool. Oh, look at that. Look at them ready for action.
Exactly. You've got, like, I don't know. And it's kind of nice to see some heroes that really aren't that forefront anymore. Like, it's like I mean, I think Nightcrawler it's got a huge fan base. Quicksilver's disappeared, and it's nice to see him make a comeback. She-Hulk here and there, same with Ghost Rider, but I guess now the Avengers book has kind of like shifted elsewhere. That Ghost Rider and She-Hulk are kind of doing their own thing now. Moon Knight as well. The TV show has made him popular, so let's see what happens with this. And it's issue number 1, so it's all out there. And then we've got DC Mech. Pretty much. So DC Mech, nice little blueprint page.
DC Mech, gods in disguise.
Exactly. Dun, 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 dun. And then we've got Death Rage. I know very little about this book, but it looks quite interesting. There's a nice image right there. And then we have another variant cover.
Yes, that would be cool. I would be all on board with DC Mech figures coming.
Definitely.
Joe, we are of the same brethren. We share a soul in action figures.
And then there's a variant cover here for Death Rage. Still on Death Rage. You've got Deathstroke Inc. Like, I love
Incorporated.
Oh yes, Deathstroke Inc. Yeah, and you see Green Arrow in the background. It has that I cannot remember what the book was called, but it was written and illustrated by Mike Grell. Oh, I cannot remember. It has that feel to the cover. It's nice.
That's a nice cover. I like that cover too.
Same. Yeah. I'd love to see a really good McFarlane Deathstroke, but I'm just worried he's not going to have guns. Although Deathstroke doesn't really carry guns. I don't know. I actually haven't got my DC Direct behind me.
He usually comes with a rifle of some sort.
Yeah,
but he's mostly known for like his melee weapons.
Yeah, his swords. Yeah, that would be so cool. Just have a really good McFarlane Deathstroke figure. Ooh, that'd be very nice. Just not a figure like that, please.
Oh, come on. Who doesn't want that figure?
Definitely not me, anyways. And then we've got Defenders Beyond.
Beyond.
Yeah. Let's see how this fares out. I believe it's within the first few issues. So
there's our boy again.
Yep. He's back.
I don't know. I feel like we're getting a little too much Predator based on what I'm seeing.
I definitely am. And then we got Deja Taurus. That's why I wish Al was here because he'd be making all these comments. See, fairy tales, like I think these are fairy tales for like 12 to 15-year-olds, or even maybe, I'm sorry, from 15-year-olds onwards.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to talk about this book. I don't want to end up with Chris Hansen knocking on my door.
Exactly.
Mr. Not Almega, why don't you have a seat right over there?
Nice ripe tomatoes.
Oh, yeah, look at those plump, juicy tomatoes. Ah! Oh, I love that background image there. Look at all that purple.
Look at that.
Look at those leaves.
And this is a virgin cover.
Meow.
All right, moving on to some cool stuff. This is a Detective Comics number 27, Facsimile. Facsimile. I always struggle with that word. Facsimile edition.
So I was expecting to see Harley Quinn pop up on there. They've been doing those retro covers.
Yes, yes, Joe. Very furry.
Furry indeed.
Yeah. Good rabbit. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Joe, thank you for hanging with us tonight. I just want you to know you're like our third man in the chair tonight. So thank you.
Thanks, Joe. And yeah, facts for sure. Appreciate that. Makes it easy for me. So this is a fax edition. So it's basically like the OG original. Even has like the adverts as well, which I love about the fax editions.
Oh, good. So I get to see my Batman kill again. Awesome.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Here we see some more Detective Comics from the new run. That looks like a poster. Seriously.
It does, doesn't it? It looks like for like play the brand new role-playing Detective Comics game.
Yeah. That's very nice. Yes, and that's 1063. Or is that one? Cannot see that. Yeah, 1063. Wow.
I remember Detective Comics 500.
That was like 563 issues ago.
I know. Quit living in the past, old man.
Exactly, bro.
End after end.
Yes, number one.
You know anything about this book?
Shows stuff that people may not be familiar with or never seen before. These are all, everything I'm showing here is from New Comic Book Day. Definitely check it out. From Vault.
Looks like a lot of end after end.
Yeah. Looks like Hulk Hogan is as a fairy.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Look at my wings, bro. Hanging and banging, man.
My 24-inch wings, bro.
24-inch wingspan, brother.
Yeah, there's a lot of end after end. It doesn't end. That's basically what it's saying.
Of course not.
And then we got Fantastic Four, Marvel's first
They don't
family.
look so fantastic to me.
That one does. I mean, look at that.
He looks very sad. He just found
I
out
love
Raphael
that.
has the same coat and hat that he does.
I'd love to see them team up, though. That would be pretty fantastic. I love that trench coat look. And then we see Thing take on the Predator. So our boy is back.
You know, I remember the days when Predator was special. These books have make this guy seem like he's everywhere and nowhere all at the same time.
Yeah, true. But I mean, I think if one character were to be able to defeat the Predator with relative ease, I think it would be Sue Storm.
Nope. Joe has a question. Was that Yondu kid?
Looks like it, yeah.
Joe,
if you take a closer look, yeah, nice pickup. It could be. I'm not that well adverse. I haven't been reading the Fantastic Four a lot. I kind of wish I were, but time is the essence. But definitely, yeah, it definitely looks like Yondu, a Kid Yondu.
Kid Yondu.
All right, and then we got Genus Vel, Captain Marvel, with a nice looking Thanos on the cover.
Looking good.
Yeah, that's a nice cover right there. And then we see another Predator in the background. Really, is that the best you can do? Like it just doesn't feel right not having the full Predator in the cover.
You know, it's the tunnel of Predator.
Yeah. The girl from Guardians. Was that back in the Fantastic Four cover?
I think so.
I think that's a scroll. That young girl is a scroll.
Yeah, it is a scroll.
Yeah. Because I know they did
Filthy Scrolls.
Yeah.
Got some Ghost Rider.
Yeah, so moving on to, I guess, Ghost Rider. This is a second print of issue number 4. I think just the cover alone is why it's so popular.
It's a pretty cool cover.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got Old Boy from a mate of mine, Garrett Gunn. You know.
Know nothing about this.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, no, it's just we've had Garrett Gunn on our podcast. I believe back in Flipside Focus, we've been on there a few times.
I know the name, but I don't know anything about these books.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, sir.
I haven't read them either, so I it's one of those things I just really like to catch up on.
You're a monster.
I am, and so is this man, Gunslinger Spawn.
Look at that booty. Is that a booty?
I have no idea.
I don't want to know. Let's.
Well, it looks like he's riding a monstrous horse.
Oh, it is a horse. It looked like an ass cheeks right there.
That's his chest.
Well, it looks like ass cheeks. And there's the legs. If you follow the ass crack down, I didn't see the horse at first. Now I see it. I'm sorry, folks. Thought it was ass cheeks. Forgive me. I'll go get that cross built.
Yeah, thanks, Jojo.
Now I know. That's a cool cover. No ass cheeks.
Yeah, thank God. Oh, yeah, it looks like it's Brett Booth cover. Yeah, very 90s feel. I love it though.
Yes, we do. That goes straight to ass cheeks.
Harley Quinn number 21. Speaking of ass cheeks.
Good old Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Yeah, and this is the so each of the Harley Quinn books they've got like a homage cover, and this time
one
the joke, yeah.
I knew it was coming. I just didn't know what they were going to throw.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, JoJo.
That cover's too toxic for me.
Yeah, for me too.
Very artiste cover right there.
And then I Hate This Place, which is a new book. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way too about certain places. But then
I see how it is. And you can finish the show yourself, Doug. No, I'm just kidding.
And then you got it's been renamed to Fuck This Place.
Hey, potty mouth. That's $1 in the swear jar.
Yes. So again, we got books that we're just showing you guys that you may not know that's coming out and might be in low print, so they potentially won't have shelves lined out. So definitely do yourself a favor and check it out. And then from Garrett Gunn again, we got Little Red Ronin from Soul Spring Press. Again, this is a relatively new book.
Little Red Ronin, my first grade storybook.
Mm-hmm. And then she fights a big bad wolf.
I wish my first grade storybooks looked as cool as that.
I know, right? And then for those fans of Magic the Gathering, Johnny Goldmane. Looks pretty cool. And then we've got Marauders. I'm not sure who this is meant to be. I hope this is not Bishop. Please, God, that's not Bishop.
It's the new
Hashtag,
Bishop.
that's not my Bishop. No. And then we got Metropolis. So
based on the old film?
I guess so, but isn't it Metropolis though? This is Metropolis.
Metropolis. Maybe it takes aspects of that film to make it its own thing.
Yeah. But does have that feel to it though.
Yeah, the skyline and stuff looked all, that's why I said, because I start looking at the skyline.
Yeah, definitely. And they got Miles Morales, Spider-Man. I love this.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, it has that Spider-Man is Amazing Friends type of feel.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a book by Patton Oswalt, Minor Threats. So he's been showing this on his Twitter page for quite a while now. So it's finally out. Minor Threats. This is by Patton Oswalt. So this could be something in the speculative market. So, you know, if you can, do yourself a favor and pick them up. This is the classic cover. And then we have the Mignola. Mark Mignola from Hellboy. Minor Threats. And then this fancy cover right here. It's a nice one.
Not bad, not bad.
And then we've got Miss Meow.
I did not know that.
Yes, he is too. Yeah, he's also the voice of Pip the Troll. If you watch the end of that Eternals, I can say
Super Pets?
2 months ago, at least 2 months. No, I think even longer than that.
I think he was on Super Pets as a character too.
Yeah. Oh, and also he was the voice of the imaginary friend in what's the name of that TV series? It just escaped me.
Oh, maybe it wasn't.
Well, it was that drunken ex-cop, and he has an imaginary little.
Oh, the one with the guy from Law and Order.
Yeah.
Happy, is that what it is?
Happy, that's it.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, he is a big geek, and that's amazing. So we got someone who's on our side, and he's going to make content that we'll all love because he loves it as well. Yeah, so moving on, we've got Miss Meow, and then we have Olympus from DC. So this must have something to do with leading into Wonder Woman. Not really sure.
I want a chair like that.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, no, I don't. It's probably really uncomfortable.
And then we've got Pentagram of Horror by Black Cauldron Scout. Yeah, they do amazing stuff.
That's how I feel on Friday night when I get out of work.
Exactly. It just escaped.
Exactly. It's a rave from the grave, folks.
Exactly. And then we've got Public Domain, and this book looks like something that's almost like a like maybe a history lesson to comic book creating. I'm not exactly sure, but I do appreciate seeing books like this, like Let's Read Comics and Public Domain are probably two of the ones I can think of that really tell the story of.
That's an Image book?
Yes, Image.
Interesting.
By Chip Zdarsky. So he's done stuff like Howard the Duck and a whole bunch of other books as well. Radiant Black, which is still pretty hot. If you're looking for a brand new superhero title, when I say brand new, I think it's like 20-something issues now.
Yeah, I feel like he should have went with some pig. Radiant's kind of like the first phase. If you remember Charlotte's Web.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If he went some pig, I think I'd be more in on this book.
Definitely. But the cover art is amazing.
I agree.
And look at Iron Robin. This cover looks dope. Man, I'd love to see Robin. I'd love to see a McFarlane figure look like that. Damn.
You might have to wait a few years, my friend.
Yeah, I know. But still, it looks amazing. It's a nice cover too. Very twisted. Whoa.
I'm scared.
And they've got Samurai Sonya, so Red Sonya and the Samurai guys. It's pretty cool.
Not bad.
And the cosplay variant.
Interesting.
And then you got Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. So again, guys, all these books are coming out next week at your local comic book store. So do yourself a favor and check them out.
Some cool
and then
covers
we've got the
there.
Shaolin Cowboy. It's a nice cover.
It's a very cool, eye-catching cover.
Yeah. And a lot of detail as well. It's like those old posters for even the old magazine covers from the 50s that was before the Comic Book Code of Authority banned them all. They had these sort of very realistic / surreal feel to them. Yeah, it looks great.
Oh wow.
Another variant cover. Yeah, it says that the cigarette box or cigarette card type feel. And he's wearing Chuck Taylor's.
Hey, when you're going to be a Shaolin Cowboy, Chuck Taylors are a must, folks.
Exactly. You got to rock it in style. And you got Sins of the Black Flamingo from Image, a book I have no familiarity with. But
that makes two of us, buddy.
Mm-hmm. There's a character
I've never heard of this guy.
Let's speed, kid. Oops, that was the 90s animated series.
Chili dogs.
Yay! Yes,
chili dogs.
Let's speed, kid. Yeah, so we've got some nice Sonic artwork here. Nice to see a bit of focus on Sonic. Yeah. Looks great.
Me either, Joe. I have not seen Sonic
yet. I was so torn with the first movie. I could not stand it.
Wow.
But see, and that's me, right? But just like Mickey Mouse, and just hear me out. So just like Mickey Mouse, he's not Mickey Mouse unless he has either Pluto or Donald Duck. And I think this is the same thing with Sonic. He's more appealing to me if he's got Tails by his side. Because Tails is kind of like the one that you can latch on to, just like Pluto. Like you think of Donald Duck, he's funny, right? But with Pluto, he's like the one who kind of creates mischief, and Mickey has to get him out of trouble. The same applies to Tails, that Sonic always gets him out of trouble. But Sonic on his own isn't the same. Like gameplay, great, but in terms of an animated series or a movie, because you remember that show, Bobo, in the 90s, he had Tails.
Mm-hmm.
Tails.
So you're
there.
saying what you want me to do is to kill Tails for you?
No, please don't. Please don't. No, keep Tails in there. I think with Tails, I think it's more interesting. But,
Tails lives or Sonic dies. You have to pick. But right now.
But I think my other gripe is that then you've got and the thing is I haven't seen it, so I can't really speculate too much. Yeah, true. But but they added Tails in the second movie. That's why I think the second movie is going to be more interesting. Also, what they've done with Robotnik's moustache is make it like more bush-like.
He's got a bushy beard one mustache.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. But then you've got Knuckles the Echidna. So the Echidna is a marsupial animal from Australia. Like, did they give that character Australian accent? Because I think it'll be more realistic because he's an echidna. People, unless you were familiar with that type of animal, you'd have no idea what an echidna is.
This is true.
Yeah, so anyways, moving on. And then for there's our girl, she's spawned right there. Look, she looks fantastic. I can't wait to get her figure. But please, can we get a dragon for Medieval Spawn to ride, please, McFarlane? Please, Todd.
That would be cool.
That'll be huge. But yeah, wouldn't that be amazing? Because the horse, you can't get the horse yet, right?
The horse was part of a GameStop exclusive. I was able to get the horse, but it hasn't shipped yet. I don't know if it will ever ship.
Okay, Joe, so what sort of accent were you looking for? Be like the "G'day, mate," or "How you going?"
That's not a knife.
That's a knife.
Or do you want like the Hugh Jackman interview accent?
Hey, mate. Or you want the Mick Dundee from Australia. And then we got Gwenverse. This looks like it's Peaches. Art Germ. I like that. It's got all the different Gwens. Spider Gwen. But I prefer her as Ghost Spider. Like, why are they inconsistent with the name?
I prefer her dead.
I think a lot of people will think so too. But this cover looks amazing.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, it's my ass.
Indigestion. Don't put yourself on a Netflix animated TV show, folks.
Heartburn. And then we got Swamp Thing season 2.
It was a really good show.
That's Brian Bolland. Yeah, Brian Bolland. OG.
Yeah, that's a type of cover that'll give you nightmares.
100%. That's a nice one. This one really good.
Is that Peacemaker?
It's Peacemaker and
Constantine.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, you can actually put all those 3 characters into the one show. Like, can that just not happen, please? Can that please happen?
I was like, well, what are you saying? It can't happen.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can that please happen?
That'd be.
Can we make it work? Can we make it work? And this is the one that I was like intrigued about because I know nothing about this. And
did you ever watch the show?
No, I've never heard of it.
It was a show on NBC for a while, like a season or 2.
Yeah, really. Tales of the Human Target.
No, I don't know too much about it. I didn't finish it. Maybe I will this week during work.
Yeah. So yeah, the Tales of the Human Target. DC Black Label comic. It's a one shot. And then we see this variant cover, which has like different superheroes, like a Booster Gold and Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, Green Arrow, and someone. I don't know.
One of them looks like Batman.
Yeah, Batman, Robin.
Ugh. Where's Johnny when you need him?
Exactly. But anyways, look, the covers look amazing, and I'm just like shocked at this. This
is a very left field hit.
Clark Gable type look to the character here, which is kind of cool. And that James Bond feel. I actually thought this was a James Bond book.
And then you were like, nope.
DC. Yeah, and then this cover's got a bit of value to it. So I think this is a one in, it's like a one in a few.
Oh, nice
game. Yeah, this is a book that I'm like really intrigued about. Like, it doesn't look like your typical DC book, and it doesn't have like that character that I'm like, huh? Like, I don't know who this is. Like, that's so cool. Definitely worth checking out. And then we've got Task Force Z, whatever. Looks pretty cool. It's got, I don't know if that's meant to be Red Hood, but looks great. Yeah, it looks pretty great.
Jim Gordon bat suit back again?
Could be.
Turtle
and then
Power.
The Armageddon game. The cover looks fantastic.
Cowa freaking bunga.
Exactly. And then We Live, Age of the Palladians. Looks great. Another superhero book from Aftershock. Looks fantastic. Fantastic cover. Wolverine patch. Surprised that we aren't inundated with variants of this book. It's only the one.
Oh, well.
And then we've got Wind, the Throne of the Sky. And this one has a few variants right here. A great one there.
Oh, just real quick. Joe, we tried to name all those covers, all those pieces on the Human Target. Well, there were a couple we were stuck on. We're gonna throw that question up this week on Comic Crusaders on Twitter to the man himself, Johnny, and we'll get you an answer on that.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. Because that cover is just the two in the middle, the blue and white and the green. Those were those ones. I had no idea. Because if it were Green Arrow, the one on the left would be the the Black Canary.
Yeah, I don't.
No, because in the top two is Blue Beetle and Booster Gold for sure. The bottom two is Robin and Batman.
It's that middle section. I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Those costumes just don't stand out to me in that.
Yeah, and the one on the left looks a bit like slender, so I think it could be female.
I think it could be Ice.
Anyways, I'll leave that question to Johnny the Machine Hughes, because that one is truly just blowing my mind.
Yeah.
And we'll jump back into Wind for a bit. And this is Capullo art right here. Looks amazing. Love Joe. Greg Capullo. There's that Virgin cover. This kind of has that Fantasia feel to it. Remember that Devil in the Sky with just the eyes?
Like that. I do like that cover.
Fantastic.
I wish they would sell more covers as prints.
True.
I don't know why they don't. It's easy money.
Comic book posters. I mean, for goodness sakes. Like, yeah. Would be. And then we got Young Justice Targets, number 2.
I like Old Justice better.
Hey now.
Old Justice goes to bed before 5 p.m.
And also, Old Justice do accidents in the bed as well.
Exactly, they don't do them on TV.
Yeah, and then we have this previews is out this week as well. So I know we've covered a few books this week, but in previews you're about to see future books and also future concepts as well. The visionary Venom duo reunite for the most ambitious revenge epic of the decade. But I wonder who that could be, though. Venom duo, would that be McFarlane and Michaelini, or would that be Michaelini and Bagley? Like, who knows?
It'll be interesting.
Yes.
Animal Man
Omnibus. The one and only, the Omnibus.
Worth picking up.
Label. This is probably the one of the major hits from the New 52, I think. Devil's Reign trade paperback. So if you missed the ongoing series, now you can get it in a trade. And then we've got the trade of Superior 4. I don't know. This looks actually pretty great.
It does look nice.
Yeah, you've got Wolverine, Hulk, and Ghost Rider with multiple limbs. But the animating claws coming out of Wolverine's back, wouldn't that be like awkward that metal shouldn't be that bendable? Anyways. But Hulk with 6 arms is pretty cool. And then we've got Epic Collections, Doctor Strange with Roy Thomas, Danny Thomas as well, his wife.
Not bad.
Yeah, can I see the Lawless? Sherwood, so the artists aren't that known to me, but it looks pretty cool. Dragon Age. Raves of. Get out of the way. Anyways. Fantastic Four Epic Collection, Annihilus revealed. With Thomas Conway, Bashima, Andrew, and Buckler, Rich Buckler, and some amazing talent right there. And this was a book I was like excited to read as a trade, and He Who Fights with Monsters. I think this is a retell of an old story. I don't know a lot about it, so this is pretty cool.
Not bad.
Want to check that out. And another pretty cool book too is Hendrix Electric Requiem. So this is like an anthology or like a biography comic book by Ablaze. And then I Am Batman. Trade paperback number 1. Oh, actually, this is a hardcover. It's pretty cool. And Joe Gollum, A Court Detective. It's a book I know very little about, which is exciting. It's always exciting when you come across new books, people. So, if you do come across something new, definitely check it out. It's pretty cool. And then we've got Justice League, the New 52, Omnibus number 2. And then King Conan trade paperback. So that run is finally finished, and this should be the last time a new book is published through any other publisher besides the actual home of Conan. So Conan will no longer be, no more new books will be made through Marvel or any other publisher besides that own the rights to Conan. And then Rogue Sun trade paperback. Volume 1.
Not bad.
So this comes from the Radiant Black mythos. And this book I'm absolutely in love with. Silver Surfer Rebirth. So this was like retelling the story from the 90s. I was reading Silver Surfer religiously in the 1990s with writer Ron Mars and artist Ron Lim, the two Ronnies. I was absolutely in love with their book, and the Go Broke. Yes, exactly. The Go Broke show. 100%. Even my wallet's crying when I'm watching this. But this book was fun because it was like what I was reading back in the 90s, but the art and the coloring and everything about the printing of the book is just such an upgrade, and absolutely loved it. I'm going to continue reading this one. This one is my book. I think this is my book of 2022. Still,
nice.
Yeah, it's my book of 2022. And then going back to Norse god like stuff, Sirens of the North Sea by Humanoid. So this is primarily a European book that's been retold in English, which is great because things like this cannot go unseen by multiple sets of eyes. And then Warriors, like this is like kind of like Mouse Guard, but on steroids. It looks more violent and scary than your standard Mouse Guard type stuff.
Give me the violence
with screws. And
step by bloody step. I would have preferred the 90s sitcom to be named that.
Yeah. And then Tarzan of the Apes.
Good old Tarzan.
Pablo Marcos and Oscar Gonzalez. And then Wolverine Black, White, and Blood trade paperback finally. So it's a black and white book with red. Whoa. And Bobo, it's about that time. What have you got for us?
What do I got for you? I will. So previously, I had talked about the Arkham Build-A-Figure wave. I never showed the Batman. It's a 4-figure wave from McFarlane. It's a new design. It's not the same Batman. The belt's different. The eyes are different. There's a little different to. So he's going to be one of 4. And then previously, I showed the Catwoman.
Yes.
And then I did not show off the Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, nice.
And then we had the Penguin, which I showed you guys too.
Yeah,
I agree, Joe. That Batman is sick. And then it was a little disappointing for me, but having Solomon Grundy as the Build-A-Figure, I really wanted Mr. Freeze over Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, true.
I'm still going to get it, but I just don't think he's going to be big enough. Is the problem. Like, you got to figure a figure's going to come packed with 2 legs, another figure's going to come packed with the 2 arms, and then one figure's going to be packed with the head, and then the other with the torso. I just don't know how big he's going to be.
Yeah, so that's true, because he should be a what's it called figure? The
Mega Fig? Yeah, he should be a Mega Fig.
Yeah, he should definitely be a Mega Fig.
And then we'll see what happens. But that was kind of it for the McFarlane side. I wanted to talk about the new Super 7 pre-orders.
Super 7.
So Wave 5, for those who are into this thing, Wave 5's at the docks. Like they just got to unload it and get it over. And Wave 6 is on a boat. So Wave 7, this is Wave 7. Yeah, Wave 7. Or is this Wave 8? Now I have to look. Super 7.
Okay. It's nice to see this game.
This is Wave 8. This is Wave 8.
Okay. Wow.
Wave 8. So we got Genghis Khan. This is the figure I'm probably going to pick out of this wave. I loved this toy as a kid. I think I'm going to get this one.
But from memory, they only released 2 of the frogs, right?
Yeah, him and Napoleon Bonaparte.
Bonafrog.
Yeah, Bonafrog. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I really like this one. The head that's on him, it looks like he's tripping on acid. The second head, he looks like he just got done eating acid, and he's ready for a party. So I'm not condoning drug use, but I'm just saying he's got a gun with a tongue, for crying out loud. Can't tell me this guy's not doing hallucinogens.
Exactly. He's like, man, my tongue's not long enough. Let me use it.
Yeah. Who else? Robot Bebop, or I mean Rocksteady. Robot Rocksteady, because Wave 7 had Robot Bebop. So
Really?
mhm.
Okay.
I mean, they're based on the toys.
Yeah, but I mean, there's so many other figures they could have focused on.
Well, I mean, we still have
new
characters. This line's going to go for a long time.
Yeah.
Next one is like Toon style Shredder, which happened in the vintage line too. So if you, I like the alternate head on this one.
Mm-hmm.
It has a more comic look to it.
Yeah.
I don't own a Super 7 Shredder, so I actually may pick this up because I like this one over the first release.
What was the first release? It was
the blue and purple one.
Ah, okay.
I like this color scheme better.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then the other one I might actually pick up is because I love this as a kid.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a pretty cool Raph.
Yeah, definitely.
And look at it, the second head's like a stormtrooper masked head.
Yeah, that's true, Bobo. Sorry, Joe. They did give Shredder a nice dress.
Well, of course, if Shredder's going to go out on the town and have a good time, he should have a nice dress. I mean, look at those abs. Come on, he needs a nice dress to hide them, even though it doesn't really hide them at all. The size are cool. Look at those; they're like lightsaber size.
Yeah, nice.
It's got guns, you know.
Yeah.
It's got an alien, and he's got the tube like the vintage figure.
Mm-hmm.
And the dome will be pretty cool. So
dome, yeah, that'll be sick.
So I'm really looking excited for both the from the Super 7 wave. I'm definitely picking up Genghis.
Mm-hmm.
But the others are a maybe. And then on the McFarlane front, I will pick up that Build-A-Figure wave because there's a lot of cool characters in that one. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much the toy news for this week.
Wow, definitely.
Oh,
that was so cool. But anything else anything else that you're picking up? Like I know that you mentioned earlier in the show that you're going to pick up some stuff, but anything in the future horizon that you know of?
I'm going to go to the McFarlane page. I'll show you some of the stuff over there real quick. And then DC Multiverse. There is stuff I want to pick up. Especially on the DC side. I do want to pick up this Booster Gold 2-pack. Yeah, maybe I should add it to the stream so you can see it.
Oh, yeah.
I do like this set.
Hey, what's happening, Stephanie?
Yes, there is always more stuff to pick up. There's this Batrocidus wave with...
Whoa. Okay. That is so freaking amazing.
It's based on that Elseworld storyline.
Yeah, wow. Speeding bullets, okay.
And then the Batrocidus you have from Metals. Of course, I click on the one where it says back.
Whoa!
So that's...
I'm not really that into the metal stuff, but that...
Oh, I love the metal stuff.
It's fantastic.
And then this set I want to pick up because it's got the Talon.
Ooh.
Then it's got the Bane.
Yeah.
And then it's got the Necron. I really want the Necron. I love Blackest Night though. That's like one of my favorite storylines.
That's actually pretty great. Hey Stephanie, is there anything else that you check out or that you are looking forward to, either in comic books, TV, or in action figures?
See what's on the DC Direct side.
Ooh.
This is a pretty cool statue, I thought.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so these are DC Bombshells DLX Deluxe.
Only $250.
Can you check out the Dr. Fate one?
This one?
That's from the movie, yeah.
Yeah, you want to see that?
Uh-oh. Just be careful, Bubba. You haven't bought anything, right?
No, I haven't bought anything at all.
Well, it's nice meeting you, Stephanie. But yeah, Bobo's in good hands right here. So hope you're enjoying the show.
Yes, thank you for stopping by, my love. And then Joe said, what did he say? An older comic for a town statue. I might have to look into that and see if I can find that. Those all sold out already.
Oh wow.
Let's see here.
Oh, these are fantastic, bro. So these are not McFarlane, are they?
They are McFarlane, but they're not McFarlane. These were made.
So these are branded as DC Direct.
Yeah. This is the new DC Direct.
Yeah, nice.
They're built on that Essentials body.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
So yeah, not bad.
Not bad, but it's not really my jam.
Me either. That's why I didn't pick them up.
Definitely. Well, thanks everyone for joining us, and thank you, Bobo, for being my +1 for today's episode. It's been amazing, especially getting your insight when it comes to toys and stuff like that. And definitely, guys, if you have any more questions for Bobo, we're going to wrap up, but we'll give you guys the next couple of minutes if you want to ask any questions at all. Definitely do so now.
Or forever hold your peace. Got it right here on the back of Nightwing 87. I will go check that out, Joe, and I'll let you know what I think. Thank you, Prime Studios release. Okay, I'll definitely I'll check it out. Next week, depending on if my stomach agrees or not, Omega may be back. He's currently digesting right now. So for all those wanting Omega back, you'll just have to wait till next week to find out.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Wepa Show. Until then, I'll see you all next week on the Wepa!
Great googly boogly
show!
show!